Honestly, I didn't expect this to become a trilogy of sorts. Because knowing how Phil operates, he always uses something as a way of personal gain. Take, for example, the video I made last time where he exposes himself, saying that he doesn't copyright people, but yet shows him copywriting people, while saying that Machinima was the one to blame for it, but failed to show everything else, all the other channels, which he refuses to do so. Not only that, but it started because a detractor came to him saying, hey, take down the claims, but yet wants to make an excuse saying that he threatened to not sue, but to go after him with copyright strikes of his own. Either or, it's a fucked up scenario, but there's nothing that we can really do about it but just go with the weird flow of Phil, essentially, and just see where it lands us. And knowing us, that we're without a paddle because we're going up Shit's Creek here. Well, that's a hell of a way to start a video.
Here's what I learned yesterday, all right? No matter what I do, no matter what I say, no matter what I do right, people will not care.
Well, here's the thing about that, Phil. It's not that people won't care about the things that you're quote-unquote doing right. It's the fact that they'll remember everything that you've done wrong in the past. May 1st, that's a thing. The most recent Side Scrollers podcast, people will remember that. And seeing how you crumbled under pressure and you couldn't handle the hard-hitting questions. And you didn't even show your WWE Champions account, even though Craig asked you to do so and you refused to. Another thing would be what you're doing now, which is sending people to copyright strike detractor channels and trying to prove your innocence, which all that did was ended up kicking the hornet's nest, and all these detractors that came out that were retired came out of the woodwork and was like, yeah, we knew it was you. Thank you for proving that. Do you see how ironic that is, Phil?
Detractors of mine have created such a whirlwind of toxicity and hate against me on the internet. I've told you guys this before, and you think I'm joking.
Phil, it's not that we're creating the toxicity. We're just covering the toxicity that's coming from you. You claim that we're creating this whirlwind. You're the fucking shitstorm that's hovering over the seas of, the skies of Texas, and we're just the newscasters covering it. Do you not see anything how that works? It's like coming to you live, another shitstorm from Phil Burnell. On the scene is Eviga to tell you more.
But I'm serious about this. Right now, if I walked outside and there was a crazy person in the street, chasing someone with a sword, and I tackled them, and I disarmed them, and I beat the shit out of them. And then I walked across the street to the local hospital, jumped into the lab, did a couple experiments, and cured cancer. And then aliens came down from the sky, and they were about to nuke the planet with a giant cannon. But I just took a tin can, and I threw it into the cannon, and the spaceship exploded, and I saved the planet. If I was the hero of Earth, no one would care.
Okay, I'm going to play along with this analogy, Phil. Yes, if you did all these things, people would care about you. You would have your 15 minutes of fame. But here's the thing with that, though. It doesn't matter what good deeds that you do, it will never outdo the shitty things that you've done in the past. People will always remember the bad from the good. If you try to be more good, maybe, slightly but surely, the negativity will be away from you. But all you're doing is casting aspersions on the other people, claiming that they're the assholes and you're just the victim. It's like this is like a running gag. I mentioned that in the last part, where this is like a running gag. All you're doing is just painting yourself as a victim, Phil. And it's not working out in your favor.
Because the internet thinks I'm a villain. And no matter what, all they care about is hating on me.
No, Phil, we don't care about hating on you. Detractors have lives just like you do. But in the sense, you don't really have a life outside of the internet. What, you go around doing errands with your wife, petting your cat while watching movies with your wife? That's nothing. You're not going out hanging out with friends, hanging out with your own family, like your actual family, not just your wife and cat. You don't have a social life outside of YouTube, though. And another thing, if I see any of these, I will pause the video to make that known. But all this shit is just, it's just people will say, yeah, victim card incoming. See what I mean? Victim card. Victim blaming. It's so good to just see this shit. But at the same time, you have nothing outside of this. Drama is always going to attract you. No matter what you do, no matter what good deeds that you've done, drama will always find you. One way or another.
And it's fucked up. It's just fucked up. That's
Oh, it's also fucked up that you claimed other people's content and lied about it. And you didn't show the archives either. You didn't show off DSP Reacts or KO Gaming or any of the other channels that you own. Instead, you're going to be like, oh, I didn't do this. See, I only go after raw footage, even though one of the people that you've claimed did an edited content on you with commentary. So it's just pot meets kettle, Phil. Hypocrisy is overflowing from you.
That's just the truth. It doesn't matter what I say or do. It doesn't matter what extent I go to do the right thing, or even in this case, to prove my innocence is something that people have been accusing me for years, and
Phil, you were never innocent of this crime to begin with. You always put the blame on Machinima, even though you gave the green light for them to do so. You gave the green light to your guard dog to do so. The people that are making accounts to flag other people's content, you gave them the green light. Last video proved that.
I have definitive evidence that what you're saying about me is not true. It's never good enough. They will always move the goalpost. They will always make up the next thing.
Phil, you do the same thing with your content. You do the same thing to make yourself look like the victim and beg for sympathy bucks. You move the goalpost from one area to another. The lack of self-awareness is real right now.
Which is what I've told you guys all along all these years. Why doesn't Phil just do this to prove his innocence? Just do that. Because that never will exist. There's always, it's not good enough. You're never going to be good enough. We always hate you.
Phil, don't listen to what other people are saying about you. If what you're doing is good enough, that's the only thing that should matter. But here's the problem. Your victim mentality, your inferiority complex is kicking in, and you're believing that you're not good enough, creating a depression within your head, creating the loser mentality. It is sad. It is a sad case. Need I say more on this, Phil?
So, I now have the distinct evidence of this. As of yesterday, the actions that I took on my birthday to try to do the right thing were ignored by the detractors.
Phil, it was not ignored by the detractors. I covered it. A lot of people that were retired from reacting to your content came out and saw, yeah, you went after my content. Fuck you, essentially. And all the other people that were a part of the community, they came out and said, yeah, these are all the videos that I got, and they were claimed under you. So they came out and said, yeah, he's been doing it. But you want to cast aspersion saying that everyone else is the asshole, I'm the victim. You want to say that it's not me doing it, but you're not showing the physical evidence, though. You claim what you have is definitive, but it's not definitive. What is it that you like to call it? A nugget of truth? Am I wrong? Is that a nugget of truth?
All right? So it's this simple. Here's what's come out of yesterday, all right? As of today, April 7th, 2023.
Okay, what's come of it for today?
I, Phil Burnell, am making this formal statement to the internet. Do not ask me for anything ever again, because you will get nothing.
Well, I didn't really expect anything. I expected everything, but this is what I expected.
Nothing from me ever again. Because you are ungrateful and you're not looking for truth, and I have no time for your fucking bullshit.
Okay, Phil, I'm going to calmly explain to you that it's not everyone else that's ungrateful. It's you that's ungrateful. You seem to think that this evidence that you brought out, everyone should immediately start kissing your ass. That's not how it works. You think that we're going to respect you for doing so. Phil, respect is earned, not given. You have created a persona, a public persona, that is infamous for being a toxic piece of shit. Disrespectful to game developers, disrespectful to other content creators, and not only that, but disrespectful to their own fans. It's sad. It's a sad life that you live, and you think that this is successful? Phil, if that's the definition of success, I don't want that.
I owe you nothing. If you have an issue, get a lawyer and sue someone.
Phil, that is a terrible choice of words. Not only will they try to sue somebody, they would come after you. Giving you a fair piece of warning right here. That phrase, go sue somebody, lawyer up and sue somebody, that is terrible because they could sue you and you would lose everything. You would lose the house. You would lose every piece of consoles that you own. You would lose everything to try to prove your case. And you want to say to sue YouTube. YouTube won't do anything because YouTube's system is broken. It will forever be broken. Unless someone from YouTube decides to step up and actually change the DMCA system, YouTube won't do anything. So the next possible choice would be to go after you or whoever is making the claims.
I'm not going to waste my fucking time with you ever again because you are so full of your own shit and I'm tired of it.
Hey, Phil, I'm going to say this. If I'm full of shit, why is it that I can accept criticism and you can't? Why is it that I can accept that, yeah, I'm not going to be successful on YouTube? I've accepted that fully. I've accepted that I'm not going to be the next PewDiePie or Keemstar. I know where I'm at in my life is good. I know where I'm at my job is good. I know that my life is secure and you don't. You suffer from your own insecurities to the point where you're projecting your own hatred, your own insecurities, and your inferiority under other people just to try to prove a point. Your point is null and void, good sir.
I'm so sick and tired of wasting my fucking life and my days that I should be spending with my family and my wife, and I'm wasting them on you. Fuck you.
You know, I would say fuck you right back, but I won't. Because I'm not going to stoop to that level. I'm not going to stoop to calling you every single name in the book that people have called you in the past. I will not do that. Because honestly, as I mentioned in the last part, your second chance, that little opportunity of one, it's slipping away. And now, looking behind me, it's gone now. You've lost that. You've lost this war. You've lost this battle, and you're choosing to die on that hill that you call an opinion. Good luck with that one.
That's about how much time I have for you for the rest of my life.
Until he'll bring it up in the next podcast or the next content that he puts out. Just saying.
I'm not wasting my time on these people anymore. They're toxic, they're evil, they're vile people.
Projection is strong right here. Phil, look in the fucking mirror and change yourself. Because the things that you've done in the past, and granted, I know a lot of people will say that it's not helpful to go back in the past. It's not a good thing to bring it up. But the things that you've done in the past reflect you in the present. It doesn't matter how much you try to change. It doesn't matter how many people you had to beg to get you the new setup for your PC, your light setup, your camera, your video games. It does not matter. Because you'll forever be a toxic, sad little man.
Anyone who would sit on the internet and hate on someone to fucking begin with is a scumbag.
Hey, Phil, everybody does it. Everybody goes on the internet and hates on something. Whether they like to admit this or not, they do so. You do it. I do it. Everybody on this fucking planet does it. And you're just thinking that you're the one without sin casting the first stone when you have you're full of bad things. And you're not throwing stones at a house, you're using a fucking assault rifle.
There's nothing good to be coming out of you or your life. I hope you realize that.
Like I said, I have plenty of good going on in my life. What good have you done in your life? Have you done anything to succeed besides rattling your cup for money to pay for groceries, to pay for bills? No, because in my life, I've worked my ass off to get where I'm at. Me making videos like this, therapeutic. And you want to shit on me for that? Go right ahead. Feel free to do so.
You're all just wastes of time. Wastes of my fucking time and my precious life that I have left on this planet. I'm done with you. I'm not going to go out of my way to help you ever again. You had your chance. And I actually spent time yesterday on a day when I should have been with my family, wasted it on you, and it wasn't good enough. Too fucking bad. So sad. Your sob story, go cry to a lawyer and sue YouTube about it. I'm not involved. I don't give two fucks anymore.
Phil, you do give a fuck about it. You've not given just one, but you've given a bag full of fucks. The ocean of fucks is roaring to your front step. That's how much you care about the drama, because you know deep down that you'll never get anywhere in life unless there's drama around you. So that way you could pull up the sob stories You could pull up all the crying to the YouTube execs. You could try crying to your fans, crying to your wife, to your cat. It does not matter. You're projecting. You're trying to deflect what's going on with your life to everyone else's life. That's kind of sad, really. When people told you to get help, they're not saying it to be dickish to you. They're actually being real with you. And you claim to be a realist. You claim to be someone that's down to earth when you're not. Seek a therapist, Phil. You'll thank us one day.
It's your fault. Because I actually did care at one point, and now I don't anymore.
That's not a good way to live, Phil. That if you're saying that you don't care about the drama, fine. But to say that you don't care anymore, that's never going to change you, and it's never going to make you better. You're going to stay toxic. You're going to stay the way that you are now, and you'll never find success. Your future isn't looking so bright, and you better put on your prescription sunglasses, or just take them off and just go get actual glasses, because the future isn't looking bright for you right now, buddy.
Okay? And that's all I have to say about that.
Until the next Level 1 podcast, well, he'll just talk more about detractors, and he'll talk more and more and how everything that the side scroller says is sticking to him like glue. Same thing with the detractor content that he flagged.
I said my piece. I took the time yesterday. No matter what I do is not good enough, so fuck off.
No, the problem is that the detractor community will not fuck off. They'll still remain around. They'll still get their content back. They'll still get their channels back. And they'll still talk about you. Because, as I mentioned in the very first part, you're a case study that is worth studying to figure out how someone this toxic can still think that he's living the life of a celebrity when he's not. A has-been. That's all that you are. Just a simple little has-been that got fame back in the early 2010s and slowly faded into obscurity and trying to make himself more relevant. You're trying to go after other people that don't deserve it. You're going after people that have more acclaim than you. And good Lord, it's not working. I'm sounding like a broken record. It's not working.
You got an issue with me? Go fuck yourself. I'm done with it.
Phil, Snort Hogan had an issue with you, actually emailed you. You know what you ended up doing? Sounded more threatening in the email and told him, I'm not responding to you again. I'm blocking you. Fuck off. Bye. That's all you responded with. And you said that the bot was fucking helping you. It's just a bot. It's not going to help you. It's not a real person, Phil. You should have emailed somebody to get help. But you didn't. And that's why people are still going to talk about you. Hell, that's why I'm still talking about you.
I'm serious. Get a lawyer. Go issue lawsuits frivolously all over the internet. See how far it gets you.
Filing lawsuits frivolously. H3H3 filed a lawsuit with somebody against fair use and won. There are cases where fair use has won, even though I said it's a waste of time, but with enough evidence to prove the other party is guilty of breaking it and committing perjury and abusing the DMCA, it is possible that they can get their channels back. It is possible. But if they sue you, you would be left with nothing. That's all I gotta say to that.
It's not going to get you anywhere, all right? I'm not the issue here. It's YouTube. Sue YouTube and see how far you get.
No, it's still you. Do I really gotta pull up a clip to prove my point?
It's you. All right? It's you.
But I'm done with it. I'm done with wasting my time on scum. Because the truth is, these people don't care. So you got your little noise, your sound clip for today. Good luck. Go for it. And they'll say, oh, I see he was the villain all along. Fuck you. I did my best, man. I absolutely did my best. And
your best wasn't good enough. Instead, it just kicked the hornet's nest and everyone still hates you. If you were expecting that to like, oh, thank you, you've shown us the light, it's not going to happen. The delusion of grandeur is strong with you. And someone's like, I don't want any trolls. Imagine that. And now they're telling him to check the channel that he got that was flagged. Really? Also, I like the name of DSP is a liar. Or is it Super Hound Strike him now? It's like you're losing your tail. Oh, God. I wasn't even paying attention to the side chat. Oh, God.
There's nothing I can do about it anymore, you know? I just can't. I'm done with it. What else could I possibly do, right? What else?
You could retract the claim. You could retract your attack dog striking the channels because you are in contact with them. You could contact YouTube. You said that you were going to do it, but you didn't. You did not email them. Instead, used a bot. And all that this ended up doing was hyping up drama on your birthday stream. You doing that on your birthday was sad. You know what you could have done, Phil? Dropped it, left it alone, go spend time with your wife on your birthday. That's what you could have done. But instead, you tried to prove a point to be a big man, to try to paint yourself more as a victim by saying, I'm doing this on my birthday, guys. Feel sorry for me.
I've done everything I can. And at this point... all right? So we're done. Fuck them.
No, it's not going to be done. You'll still talk about them. Calling it now. Next podcast, he'll talk about it still.
All right. So that was my day yesterday. That's why it sucked. But hopefully today's a better day. Seriously.
Really? Your 41st birthday was sad and was the worst day of your life. Phil, birthdays don't mean anything after you turn 21. Or if you hit the milestone of 30, 40, 50, etc. They have no real purpose because people work on their birthdays. People do mundane shit on their birthdays. It happens. And you trying to say that this was the worst day of your life is just scummy because you're trying to get money. And it's not working.
Seriously, I hope today is a much better day. And moving forward, I hope we can have much better days. And not have to worry about this nonsense and wasting time on people who don't care about me or the truth at all. So,
Phil, I care about your content because honestly, your content is entertaining for the ways that you don't expect it to. Do you not get it? The detractors, most of them out there, the ones that you didn't fuck over, actually like watching your content for reasons that you don't like. It's bringing people to you. Review Tech USA brought people over from his channel over to yours, and it worked, and it helped you a bit. You're going around saying that everyone's ungrateful, but in reality, Phil, you're the one that's being an ungrateful little brat. It's funny how I'm 10 years younger than you, and yet I'm seeing this more clearly than you.
we're done. Okay.
Game over. That's all I got. I actually agree with that. Game over. Honestly, I can't stop the video here because knowing full well that all of that bullshit that he just spewed out of his mouth was just too much. And I feel like we could keep going. So here's him eating a cake.
Every year, since Kat moved in with me many years ago, she's made me a chocolate cake for my birthday. Oh my God. This year.
Yeah, she always does it, and it doesn't look good. I'm sorry. I'm not shitting on your wife's cooking, but the cakes don't look good at all. I'm just saying.
She even expressed her desire to do something different. I said, you know what? I'm okay with that because we've done chocolate cake every year now. For so many years, and some years it's been like chocolate peanut butter frosting with peanut butter cups in it, sometimes with chocolate sauce. It's like, it's like chocolate, okay? This year we wanted to do something completely different. She said she was going to go online and find a recipe and try it out for herself, okay? So that being said, all right?
I'm sorry. That's actually anytime that Phil tries to over-explain a story, that's how I feel. I'm like Deadpool. It's like, make it stop.
Today, homemade, meaning recipe she found online, made from scratch. This is not a pre-made mix.
Thank you for telling us what homemade means, Phil. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Even this frosting she made herself. You ready?
What the hell is that? Like, it doesn't look like a cake at all. It looks like bread that they just put frosting on. Like, okay.
Carrot pecan cake.
That doesn't sound appetizing.
Carrot pecan. Real chunks of carrot. Actually, it was, like shredded carrot with tons of pecans in this homemade cake with a cream cheese frosting. How does that look?
Why? Here's the thing that I've noticed. Anytime he's talking about his wife, he has like this smug face like, yeah, look at me, detractors. I have a wife that cooks me cake, makes me food. You don't have any of that, do ya? No, I don't have that. You want to know why? Because I cook my own food, and I could bake a cake better than that shit right there.
Looks interesting. I've never had it before. I like carrot cake. I love pecans. So everything, all the ingredients sound good.
No, they don't. Like, if you made like a pecan pie, fine. Or if you made like a cake with like frosting with pecans sprinkled on it, fine. But that just doesn't look appealing.
Good. The question is, will the final outcome be good? We're about to find out right now.
I love how he like does this thing too. It's like, yeah, we're gonna eat this cake, and you gotta watch me eat this fucking cake.
So carrot pecan cake, and she made a big one. You know, it's big, a big sheet. This is my first piece. Neither of us had a piece. All right, so here we go.
Well, isn't that like a birthday tradition that whoever's birthday it is always get the first slice of the cake anyway? Why the hell are you trying to bring up traditions?
Phil versus carrot pecan cake, the birthday cake for 2023. You ready?
I could just imagine like a Street Fighter thing. It's like, round one, fight!
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, goddamn you, Memology. God damn you, Memology! Why do you do these edits? The look on his face doesn't have the look of surprise. It doesn't have a good expression. That's like a face of, what the fuck am I eating?
That's really good.
I call bullshit.
It's actually got a really good aftertaste, actually.
What is that face? It has a good aftertaste.
It's got a lot of spice to it.
Is cake supposed to have a spice? Like, if you're making a cinnamon cake, fine. I get that. But is that kind of cake supposed to have a spice? I'm not a baker. People that do know how to bake, tell me, is that kind of cake right there supposed to have a fucking spice? Like, nutmeg, fine, I could probably see that, but is it supposed to have a fucking spice?
Like a cinnamon spice? It's delicious. It's really good. Hold on a second here.
I want more, and you fuckers can't get any of it, because my wife made it just for me. Fuck you, assholes.
Hold on a second here.
I'm going back. Hey, hang on. Why do I pause it at these moments? God damn it. That is the face of, oh shit, this is terrible. I gotta come up with an excuse quickly. There we go, found the excuse.
It's very moist.
That cake does not look moist at all. Just saying, it could be just the cream frosting on top.
It's dense. It's got yummy pecans that are crunchy in it. It's got, like I said, a very spice to it. I love the spice. Because unlike chocolate, you always taste chocolate. Here you taste different things, and I can taste the spiciness. I wonder I don't know what you put in it.
Wow, a chocolate cake's supposed to taste like chocolate. Who would have thought? Also, I did know what my wife made. Well, didn't she look up a recipe? Couldn't you look at what she did? Or did she just grab every random ingredient that she thought looked good for cake and just threw it in there?
I didn't ask her for the recipe, so I have no clue
Well, that was your first mistake.
what's actually in the cake.
Snort.
Snort.
Besides, definitely there's some cinnamon. I taste cinnamon, but there's other stuff in there too.
Snort.
God damn it, Memology, why do you do this? There we go. Shifting of the eyes. Better come up with another excuse. Beep boop, cake good.
I got some of the frosting. That's really good. The truth is that you don't really taste carrot that much. Very little.
Well, for carrot cake, you're not really supposed to. That's the fun part of carrot cake.
A lot of people might have issue with carrot cake. Oh, I don't like carrot. It tastes like a spice cake, like spice in it, with pecans and a tasty cream cheese frosting. It's all pureed carrot in it, but it tastes really good. And you know, again, you don't have to worry about, oh, I don't like carrots or whatever. It tastes nothing like that at all.
Fuck. I'm gonna die.
It's very, very good. Wow. What?
God damn it, Memology. Why? You are creative. I love this content.
Wow. No, it's really good. Wow.
Wow, I'm laughing. This cake was great. By the way, fuck you, detractors. You ruined my fucking life.
Here's the other thing. I have a coffee right here next to me. Ready to drink. I don't
Thank you for showing off your coffee mug. We get it. You have coffee. Shut up.
need it. I don't need any liquid. The cake is so moist. I don't need any liquid to wash it down. It's so effing moist. It's perfect.
Phil, the thing with desserts, you're supposed to have something to drink with it. In this case, coffee. It's a good complement to coffee. If you're claiming it's good, you would drink coffee with it because it would enhance the flavor. But you're like, I don't need this.
It's exactly the consistency you want in a cake. It's not dry in any way.
I gotta go. What the fuck happened? I missed it. Why?
It's exactly the consistency you want in a cake. It's not dry in any
Thank you, Phil Moore.
way. Wow. I love the pecans are crunchy in there, and they add a nuttiness. So good.
Wow. What a shock. Pecans add a nuttiness to it.
Huh? Is a cream cheese frosting made with Philadelphia cream cheese. Handmade by my wife. Handmade.
We get it. It's homemade. Shut up about the fucking frosting!
Not some container frosting you just spread on there because you're lazy. On
Phil, you're the definition of fucking lazy!
anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams.
I forgot he did that with Pokemon Sun and Moon. I am saying Sun and Moon because compliments, you know, get the idea, compliments each other. But yeah, here's the thing about convenience. If people want to make a cake and they want to use the frosting, that's fine. If they want to go the extra step and make it themselves, that's also fine. No one is complaining. Why is it that you wanted to hold up the cake and be like, oh, if you buy any of that frosting, you're lazy? Phil, pot meets kettle.
King Gabriel says, are you this animated when you eat off stream? When I eat off stream, I go full 2D cell animation. I look like a Looney Tune.
You are already a character. People I have shown you to said that you're a character and not the best kind.
It's pretty awesome.
Wow, woo, wow, woo, wow, woo.
All right.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what Phil is. He's like Daffy Duck. I can't do Daffy Duck, sorry.
All right, this is great. But I don't think I can finish, man. It's so full. It's so filling.
Oh, this cake is so good. I can't finish it. It's so filling. Phil, that slice of cake was like 2 slices. You only ate a slice. What is it with you thinking that, oh, I need the biggest one? You don't need it, Phil. You're 41 years old. You don't need a whole lot of food. When you get older, you don't eat a lot of food like you used to. Unless you hadn't eaten all day.
I really want to finish this, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
Why? Because it's so good, or is it just terrible that you just don't want to eat it anymore? And you don't want to tell your wife that it's yummy, because if you tell her that it's bad, she'll beat you with the belt again.
Oh.
He just looks so defeated when he ate that cake. It's like, really? I have to eat this? Really?
Oh, it's so much. It's so dense. It's so heavy.
You dense motherfucker.
So filling, and I already ate 2 pieces of pizza and a giant thing of nachos.
Well, whose fucking fault was that, Phil? Also, I forgot to mention this too. He ate pizza on stream, and he also ate nachos. He complained that the nachos were soggy, and he said that the pizza was the best thing. But here's the thing about that slice of pizza. That was like 2 to 3 slices combined. Really. This is why people have a problem with you, Phil. You order a lot of food, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to try it. I'm feasting with myself. The tasteful truth.
Oh.
Oh, it's so full. Another bite.
It's painful to eat it. I'm so full.
DSP tries intense quitting the cake. Memology, I love this. Why you do this to us?
So, all right, this is it. This is I'm having one final bite. I can't eat the rest of it. Look, I can't finish this.
Really?
All right, this is it.
Really?
I'm having one final bite. I can't eat the rest of it. Look, I can't.
Phil, you ate the entire piece. There's like, what, 1, 2 bites left? Maybe 3? You scarfed down that cake. I can't eat anymore. It's too full. You ate all of it. I'm gonna fucking die.
Can't finish this. It's too much. It's just too fucking much. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna explode.
Yeah, that's a funny thing too. This was uploaded to his gameplay channel. This was uploaded to DSP Gaming, not DSP Reacts. DSP Gaming. Sorry for the voice crack, but I'm dying.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by.
I can't eat that much. I'm not used to eating this much. This is like overeating for me.
Bullshit. You ordered DoorDash. You ordered a large quantity of food through DoorDash, and that's not big enough food, but that is. Phil, what the fuck? You need to restrain yourself. When you order that food from fucking DoorDash, you could have just stopped at the pizza, but no, your fucking fat ass wanted to get nachos too, and you wanted to eat the cake on stream because fuck it, this is my birthday stream. Fine, you're entitled. It's your birthday. Have your cake and eat it too. But god damn! I feel like I'm losing more brain cells.
Oh my god, I'm sorry everyone, excuse me.
You're not fucking sorry, fuck you!
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that's the sound that he never made when he went to bed that night.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I dropped it. No. Oh, the cream cheese frosting smeared.
He probably is wasted because I think people gave him money for shots.
I can't do it. I can't finish it. It's too much.
Yes, you can. It's 2 to 3. It's like 2 bites. You can do it. Come on, champ. Scarf that fucker down.
I can't do it. Oh, that was delicious pecan.
Pecan. Fine. I'll leave that alone, even though you say grandeur and Twitter.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's good. What a delicious pecan.
Really? You had to do the jowls? Really?
All right, baby, yeah. Oh, keep my system. Let's get started.
Oh, fuck me, man. Honestly, this whole thing was just like the grand finale, the fireworks that you see at 4th of July to this trilogy of errors. All that Phil was doing was still painting himself as a victim, claiming that his evidence is definitive when in reality it's not, all the while kicking the hornet's nest and just stirring up drama more and more to him, and the detractor community is rising up more and more and more. But honestly, I could not end the video like that because honestly, it's too much. So I figured I add that cake part at the end of it too, because honestly, we all need laughter. At the end of the day, we just need to push the negativity to the side and just laugh. have a full day of nothing but smiles, happiness, and laughter at the expense of someone else. Sure, that person might not be grateful and think that we're just assholes to him, but as I mentioned before, Phil is entertaining, just not for the reasons that he thinks he is.